So we're gonna queue up with the mono red Blood Moon Chalice Stompy deck here. For those of you that have never seen this before, you're in for a treat. You want to come say hi to the internet? Oh, your nose is snotty. My oldest currently has a wonderful cold. This is the turn 1 Blood Moon deck. It's a good time. We got crushed by Ironworks. Why is Goblin Dark Dwellers good in Chord? You can't flash back the Chord for anything. The X would always be 0 on the card when Dark Dwellers flashes it back, right? How is Dark Dwellers worded? Well, you cast target instant short script for the mana cost. Stop paying its mana cost. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Family! That's fine. You just getting out down here. Hello, tiny infant.
Can I turn this on?
The heat? Yeah. It's local down here. You can get Memnite. You can get Dryad Arbor. I have played Dryad Arbor in Chord before, like when Liliana's Veil is super popular.
Get in here, because I'm not dealing with your brother. Come on. Hurry, 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 hurry.
We lost a die roll because we're very unlucky. What does this hand do? This hand's pretty good, right? That seems fine. We've got turn 1 Chalice of the Void if we want it. We might want to lead on Sandstone Needles and like turn 2 through the Breach possibly. Alright, well, the fact that he... Alright, so now we're going to go Mountain Pitch Spirit Guide cast Chalice on one. Can you queue up a show? The Android's not working on here right now. Let's do it from here. So we're going to go ahead and cast Chalice for one. Opponent's obviously playing Miracles. That resolved. That's good for us. Daniel Tiger's going to the TV right now, bud. The gate's open right now, so they're through the gates. It's worse than we expected. They're through the gates. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna try and Seething Song through the Breach this turn. Just because like getting rid of his board seems really good. And he doesn't have Flusterstorm or Counterspell up this turn. And we could get forced here, but if we don't get forced, it's great for us. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, nice deck you got there. Nice expensive Miracles deck. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to all your cards. It'd be a darn shame. Oh no! Oh no, all of his permanents went away! Oh no! Our opponent is just the unluckiest. Alright, so we're going to play a backup Chalice on one in case he's got like a Venser or a Council's Judgment. Play Sandstone Needle out here. The old Godo Bandit Warlord. Opponent casts Retite. What is he going to do? Oh no! And like, so like this is a good example where like we'd be better off of probably having had World Spine Worm last turn. Let me go ahead and put Sneak Attack into play. Godo is 6 points of damage. He's got Force. That's fine. He pitched a Brainstorm. Now he can't Brainstorm. This is close to the deck that I played at the last Legacy Open. That is correct. And Godo, one thing that's sweet about this deck, and people ask me like why you play this over traditional Sneak and Show, in addition to having a higher turn 1 consistency with this deck also... Am I supposed to cast this? I think I'm supposed to cast this. It like locks him out of double blue so he can't Jace without naturally drawing an island. It takes us off of 2 mana towards Godo, but like it takes him off of Counterspell too. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. So I think it's worth playing the Blood Moon even though it means Godo's stranded because like now Blood Moon only gets worse the longer we wait, and keeping him off of Jace and Counterspell mana is big. And our deck's got a lot of mana sources in it. So game 1 with the Seething Songs, we've got like 31 mana sources in our deck, which is a ton. City of Traders, the interaction with Blood Moon, for those who aren't aware, is that this doesn't tap for... This is a mountain, so you can play more lands and not lose it. Wiggly Worm, so we need 1 more mana for this Sneak Attack. Alright. Actually, the question is, do I want to burn the Lotus Petal to Sneak Attack, or do I want to just try and draw 2 lands? Alright, there's Sandstone Needle. So we get a chance to wait and see if we draw another land here. If we draw another land, we can cast the Sneak Attack without burning the Lotus Petal, which is good. You got like Monastery Mentor? Mentor's pretty good, because now he can start casting his spells. Now, and like he's only cast 1 Force this game, so we're actually under a clock now, because he can cast his spells into the chalices and generate things. Alright, we have to click on these chalice triggers. Trigger warning. Seething Song next turn would be great. Just mana source of any kind. Oh, God, so annoying, Moto. Just stack the triggers. Come on. Alright, you know, ask and you shall receive. I'm going to lead on through the breach, because it still kills him. World Spine Worm's the classiest one here, right? It's definitely World Spine Worm. Rawr. And we can't get plowed because we have 2 chalices on 1. And Wiggly Worm tramples. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly worm. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly worm. Nice Miracles deck you got there, buddy. Got him. Skill game. So we've got Sudden Shocks and Defense Grids and Trinispheres maybe and Goblin Rabble Master. Blood Moon's not great in this matchup and Seething Song's not great in this matchup. Maybe I don't want the 3 balls. I feel like I want 3 ball in this matchup. Inferno Titan's not great against the Plow deck. And let's just do 2 Trinispheres, I guess. Let's try this out. Alright, so our next round of the 100 ticket challenge is up. But we're gonna finish this since they made us wait, so. I've lost too many play points recently too to just concede this match. No, the next match is up. And we're playing Legacy in between because we're taking a while. This hand's actually very good in this matchup. Just like having all of our mana is really important just so we can like play every threat that we draw.
So are you playing 2 games at once?
No, I just told the other guy to wait. The land with 2 counters is Sandstone Needles. It comes into play tapped, but it can make 2 red mana twice. It's basically like more soul lands for our deck. Sandstone Needle is the card you're looking for. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead... I'm going to Spirit Guide cast Sneak Attack because this gets in under Counterbalance and Counterspell. Like, it gets Spell Pierced, it doesn't get Flusterstormed. He's topping to look for a force, that's good for us. And this exposes us to Pithing Needle if he plays that card, but I think that's worth getting into play there. Because, like, next turn he has Counterspell up, and they definitely play Counterspell. If he doesn't Pithing Needle us and we get to untap with the Sneak Attack, he should be dead. He might click us here. They definitely play Counterspell. They don't always play Pithing Needle. Next turn, the Wiggly Worm and the Titan are coming into play. Surgically extracting his Scalding Tarn to shuffle his library. Yeah, man. You do you. Always need to test more, Funkhauser. Alright, well, Plow will gain us 15 life. This is a situation where Worm is worse than... Emrakul, for sure. And maybe I'm supposed to wait on this Inferno Titan just so I can cast it, but I really don't want to expose the Inferno Titan to counter magic. And I guess this puts him to what? 3? So we're a fetch land away from killing him with Sudden Shock. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to get plowed here. Yeah, we're getting plowed. That's fine. So we're going to 33. And now when he eventually draws a win condition, it's going to take him a while to get him. Come on. I hope he cracks a fetch land and we get to get him with this. Everyone I've seen, I haven't tested any red-black vampire deck list yet myself. But come on, crack the fetch. Crack the fetch. Do it. Do it. Crack the fetch land. You know you want to crack the fetch land. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Come on, these cards are so bad you have to crack your fetch land. These cards are so bad you have to crack your fetch land. Ah, yes. Our opponent's going to arrive at a very sudden end. This is... Ha! Got him.